Hello again, it's your boy Fang. As promised, I'm going to continue with the Episode 1 Pod Racer series. It's going to be the second tournament today. That is to say, the second, I guess it would be tournament. The game's organized into 3 sets of 7 races and then 4 experimental ones. We won this guy, Slide Paramita, in the last race we did, which was the first experimental. And in this video, we'll just do the second set of tournament races. I think I'll save the other experimental ones for the end. I said I would upgrade the next racer I did, and I fully intend to after we do the first race, because I want to see what the pod performs like without any upgrades. So, Sunken City. Let's go. Alright. I think we might get the same opening video as we did last time we were on Aquelius or whatever it's called. Let's find out. Yeah, looks to be the same one. Well, I will skip it. We can get down to the race, and again, it's extremely loud in my ears, but I will fix it in post. Okay. Well, now that we've started again, and I've rammed Fudsang off the track, I guess we can start talking about what I wanted to talk about in this week's episode. First and foremost, before I forget, I wanted to mention the fact that I read the comments. I saw the comment for X-Wing Rogue Squadron to be up next. I hear you. I have bought the game. And, oh, Jesus! How did that happen? Anyway, yep, bought Rogue Squadron. It'll come next, whenever I get around to playing it. I also saw KOTOR. I did mention KOTOR, and the YouTube commenter saw that, whose name I unfortunately forgot, although I do notice you're a regular commenter, so there is that. If I did play KOTOR, it would be a stream, because it's like a very, very long game, as I mentioned in the previous episode. Anyway, I should probably pay attention to the track, because despite the fact that it's the same planet, as you can see, it's a different race. Can't remember if there's any payoff to going up that tunnel. Oh, Jesus, Fudsang. Calm yourself. Oh, I'm in third. There's a guy ahead of the guy who's ahead of me. Jesus. I didn't notice that. I thought I was in first. I should really start paying attention. Alright. Full try-hard mode active. Alrighty. Well, I'll use the rest of this lap to get used to what the race looks like. Oh yeah, and then there's this all the way around the oval thing. We'll cancel the boost before we overheat. I think this guy has relatively good heat management, if I remember correctly. They've really got a lead on me, the two guys ahead. I'm pretty surprised. Now, there was a... Oh, I missed it. Darn. I remember there being a path up there. I have no idea if it's actually worth taking, but, you know, with every optional side path, you gotta assume it is. Alrighty. Oh, there's the second place guy up there, and we've got two guys hot on us. Ebby Endicott and presumably Fudsang if he's still kicking around. Alrighty. So this guy handles a lot better than Gazgano, which is who we were racing last time we were on Aquelius. Oh, it's Aladar Beto up there. Yeah, we're gonna catch this guy, no problem. Cool, so now Bullseye Navior is somewhere up there. And it is up there somewhere. He's got quite the lead on us, it looks like. Okay, I've learned my lesson. There's something going on with this pod and that jump. I have learned my lesson. Get out of here, Gazgano. I forgot that the engine was going to overheat there. No one to blame but myself. Alright. Let's get through the doors. We'll go for another boost. There's third up there. Man, they really have a lead on us. Oh, that's how it's happening. There's a shortcut there. I completely forgot about it. That's very bad of me. Okay. This is likely going to be a race I have to redo because I was not aware of that shortcut. Now that I am, though, we can go back at this. Perhaps do a little better. See, the first track, I was a little worried that it was a bit easy, and, you know, in hindsight it was. Well, my expectations have been totally fulfilled in this circuit so far. We're not going all that slow. We're doing like 470 on average. Ow. Oh, there's Ebby Endicott. So all we have to do is catch Bullseye Navior, who is not even on the screen, unfortunately. There we go. Oh boy. Probably shouldn't have gone for a boost there. It's a very fast-paced game. And it's all the more interesting because it's blaring in my ears, so it's all I can hear is the sound of the engines and the beeping. Again, of the engines telling me you're going too fast. There's no such thing as too fast. Alright, where are you, Navior? I want you, you little jerk. And I will take the shortcut this time. Obviously, if I want to have any chance of catching him, I have to. And I'm not getting blown up here. I'm not taking the jump that blows you up. I won't even take this jump. There he is. I saw his number just for a second. There's still a chance. If we make the comeback, then the only thing you need to understand is that comebacks can happen. That the dream can be real. Okay, now we gotta focus. I saw where the turn was. It's right here. Oh lord, that's a small gap. Wait, have I done it? Yes. Okay. Well, that's a bit scary. We got the go the other direction arrows for a second there. I'm not even risking that. Woo-wee. Okay, I'm gonna save up for a boost here. And then boost when we handle this corner. Very cool. I think we did it. We fought our way back. Past Bullseye Navior, took the shortcut you have to take, obviously, to be competitive in this one. And I have to say, I like this racer. It's very jumpy, very responsive. The cooling is pretty good. I can see why you'd want to upgrade the cooling this cooling speed. I was a little concerned there that we came out of boost, but it's just smacking onto the bottom of the racetrack. Alrighty. You find yourself kind of playing chicken with the engines, getting it close to full overheat. There's a bar that tells you how close you are on the right-hand side of the screen where the throttle is. It's not very accurate, I don't think. Here we go! Cool. Okay. I like it. And now we got Bullseye Navior, who, if I remember correctly, is kind of a cool pod with little wingies on the back. Yep. Yeah, I like it. And I remember liking it as a kid. The look of it, anyway. But I mean, in Pod Racer, it's like all of the pods are cool, so... There's Fud Sang. Shout out to Fud Sang. Well, Howler Gorge, Endo Prime. Okay, before we do this one, I think I will commit to upgrading Slide Paramita a bit. Oh. Oh, I see. Right. You select it, then you select the race. Then... Oh, this is Rats Terrell's race. Cool. Let's go to the junkyard. Actually, let's buy some pit roads first. So it's... faster repairs to your damaged upgraded parts. Sure. I'll buy all three. Buta Nanolia to you as well. Alright, there's our boy. Slide Paramita. Kind of looks like a warthog.
How do they find me? They come here, mess up my
Repair, not so
story.
important. Turning, that's pretty great. Air brake, wow.
I am betting heavily on Sebulba.
I think we
He
could use some
always
top speed.
wins.
Yeah.
They come here, they look around,
Very
they
good.
go by. Why nobody buy?
And we'll take the cooling pump. Very cool. No pun intended. The air brake, man, that's like really good, but I never use air brakes. Turning, we'll take it. And repair. I won't take repair. We're already pretty good. Traction, don't need it. Acceleration, I'll take it.
Outlanders.
Alright.
They come here.
I'm happy
How do
with
they
that.
find me? They come here.
They come here, they mess up my shop. I forgot his constant ramblings whilst in the junkyard. Talking about them Outlanders. And we've seen this video already, so I'll just go straight to the race. Alrighty. So it's Rats Terrell this time, who's our nemesis. Well, I gotta say, it hasn't improved cooling all that much, but we are doing a good 15 knots faster, and by knots I mean kilometers per hour, which I assume is the unit in this. Feels right to call it knots, but it's clearly not knots. Oh, I just missed it. Efficient path. Well, now I remember this race. It's the race with the big fuck you stalactites. Well, that's okay. It's good to learn first lap, understand the map. Rats Terrell wants to go this way, then I will as well. Very cool. Oh yes, yes, yes. I remember these uphill sections. It's cool because, you know, obviously you're on the same planet a bunch of times. The races all contain segments of earlier races, but with a bunch of stuff added on, and I think it's a big jump. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I like it. And then the ice. Oh, man. Oh, good races. Good races. Oh, right. And then there were the side paths. I think we'll just go straight up the middle, because obviously we don't have a choice anymore. Full speed. I have half a mind that there's a side path up here. Oh, Christ. It's a bit of a tight turn. Maybe we missed the side path. Yes, yes we did. Just had to think about it. And we're back on to the end section of the race that we saw in Aladar Beto's race, which I can't remember the name of. And this should be the finish line. And this time, we'll go through the tent. Oh, tent's not open. Okay, we'll go through the center. Cool. Well, we're having a lot less trouble on this race as I flame out the engine by being negligent. Okay, so we'll try not to miss the uphill path this time around. So, go this way again, and we'll go for the uphill path. Cool. We got it that time. And we'll go through the cave. Woo! Oh, jeez. I didn't want it to change the view. I just wanted to go up on our side. Well, that's cool. We made it through the ice caves. We didn't die this time. This looks like a pretty standard, pretty competitive race that we're not losing immediately. And I'm pretty happy about that. Cool. Let's go. Oh, we flamed out the engine. Bloody fool that I am. Alright, let's not go into the trenches. Maybe I should have. I haven't been there yet. Oh yeah, the trenches put you up top. That was almost a disaster right there. Oh, shucks. Okay. That's where the side paths end. I like that about this game. There's a lot of different little paths on most of the maps anyway. If I remember, Boonta Eve is an absolute nightmare. And it's the last race of the regular cups. So we'll see that in probably the last episode of the series, which might be the next one. I'm still waffling a bit over whether or not I will do the experimental cup ones in line with when you unlock them. You unlock a race every time you complete a tournament, I believe. Doesn't explain where the fourth one comes from, but, well, maybe you get that if you unlock every other race in the game. I don't know how it works. It's been, what, 20 years? Okay, let's try this path. Ah, I see. I see how it is. Oh, that was a bit late on my part. Played chicken, got caught. Oh. Tried to activate going up on my side. It wasn't having it. Whoops. Yep, never claimed to be good. On the subject of old Star Wars games, which is something I wanted to talk about and not blow up my pod racer. Again, we had some suggestion for old Star Wars games, and I committed to playing Rogue Squadron, which I will. Oh, forgot the hotkey. Yeah, so I'll play Rogue Squadron because, obviously, it's fun. It's very fun. At least that's what I remember of it. I didn't actually own it when I was a wee lad. It was an N64 game, exclusively I believe, and I only got an N64 quite late into its life, which I mentioned last episode I believe. So I never ended up playing it except, I think, at a friend's house once or twice. I don't remember the exact circumstances, just, you know, flying around on Tatooine shooting little pixelated things. If I can find it, another game I want to investigate is Shadows of the Empire, which I did have for N64, and is very cool. Alrighty, I was just quiet there for a second, thinking if I could remember the main character of that game, Shadows of the Empire. Dash Rendar, that's who it is. Yep, and you go and fight Princess Zizor Hands at the end there. You fight Boba Fett too, I think, at one point. Well, no surprises there. Anakin coming in last. Doug Derby. Elan Mac, of course. Let's go. Cool, just Malastare, we've seen it already. If a new planet shows up, I will show the intro, because obviously that's the right thing to do. Malastare kind of sucks, if I remember it correctly, because it's got the one massive jump, and that's fun, but it tends to be all little corners, little knifey corners. Oh, Jesus. Okay, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Yeah, this part, which is the old smash up your engine if you're not careful part. Should be coming up to what? Gas flats? Something like that? Nope, the lights of destroy your vision. Gas flats? Nope. More tube. Ah, this one doesn't have the gas flats. Okay. Well, this seems like a fairly standard little race. It won't be a long one. In fact, this might be the second shortest race in the game, come to look at the time. 1 minute laps? Even with a crash of 1 lane. Excuse me. 1 minute lap. It's not such a bad thing. We'll be out of here pretty quick. On to more interesting tracks. I usually recognize the names of the tracks when I play them, and I remember Doug Derby. I don't remember much about the race, rather. There must be at least one more on Malastare that has the components of the track I'm thinking of. We'll have to see. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're just doing a lot better this time. Okay, so this is definitely a short one. I'll be interested to see if it is in fact faster than Mont Gaza Speedway, which is the second race of the first track. Second race of the first series, rather. Alrighty. Let's boost through the engine destroying section. Yeehaw. Yeah, it's that turn that I remember. And we're coming up on the end here. I think this turn and one more. Yeah. Let's go for one last boost. We gonna get the best lap on this one? Nope. Nope, we were half a second off. Well, still, that's a pretty good performance, I would say. Especially given that I remember very little about it. Where's Fudd? Oh, Fudd didn't even take part in that one. Scrapper's Run on Ordobama. Ordobama. Yep, that's obviously what it says. Ordobama. I remember this one. This one's an absolute nightmare, and it's got Wan's Handage. You know, I think I'm going to change vehicle. I really like that one, and I think I'll go back to it if I run into anything like ridiculously difficult, but I feel the need to try it some more. I didn't try out Team Tow. I'm willing to. There's Rats Terrell, who's... Yo, that guy's fast. That's really fast. Mars Guo. Are these guys getting upgraded too? I think they are. So the upgrades go across all pods. Interesting. No air brake. I like it. Hody Mandrell, Fudd saying. Yeah, he's definitely been upgraded. Bullseye Navior. We'll try him. He looks like a demented squirrel, but I'm willing to give it a try.
The wind is howling here at the abandoned gas mines of Port Ibana. Or is that the crowd? These scrap gangs sure love a
I
good
will
drag
remember
race, and we have got one for you today.
to turn up the volume in this part, because I've been turning it down throughout the races. But you'll be able to hear what was said there, hopefully. This is me trying to get me to remember in post. Pretty darn cool. Oh, they use the Trade Federation carrier
The current record holder for this chap.
sound effect is what I was trying to go for there. Got a little bit mind flooded. I was looking at the pod. Okay, Wan's Handage. It's you and me and 10 other people. This is a good looking pod. Now, if I remember correctly, this track had sections where it really profited you to stay on the upper part. And it was very, very easy to fall off. And I remember being a kid and being basically unable to do that, Jesus Christ! Okay, give the race a little more respect. Don't just gun it. Guns it. Get out of here, buddy. Whoa, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay, now where's the section? I know it's coming up. Oh! The draw distance. You fight the draw distance to a certain extent. Although it's worse here in the clouds. They appear to be going deliberately for kind of that foggy effect. Oh, Lord. Oh, okay. Must be a different one on Ordobana. Ibana. Okay. I'm gonna have to be a bit more diligent about... Oh, good lord. Dealing with verticality. Oh, the god damn it. It's killed me 2 out of 2 times. Okay, so... By that I mean verticality. So I can... To boost, I have to push forward on the joystick. To slow, I pull up on it. I increase pitch. If I'm in the air and about to land, unless I want to take a lot of damage, I have to pull up. But of course that means I can't be boosting. Oh, good lord. I remember that turn this time. Oh, we're doing 500, so that's pretty good. See here, I'm pulling up. It's doing less damage to me. Oh yeah. Now there's a turn coming up, and it has killed me the previous 2 laps. Let's see if I notice it and don't die. It's like right here. Alright. Nice, didn't even hit the wall. Although I did scrape on the deck. Cool, cool. And the rest should be smooth sailing. So, back to the subject of KOTOR. I played it, obviously, as a kid when it came out. Played it on the original Xbox. Same with KOTOR 2. No, wait, never mind. Not the same as KOTOR 2. I had that for PC. So, KOTOR 1. Here's an internal debate. Which is better, KOTOR 2 or 1? Because I have, I suppose, relatively strong opinions on on that question. The first one, I think, is, in terms of a game, it functions a lot better, and it has charm that the second one just doesn't have. Let's take a break and look at this thing. Looks like someone's cut up a bunch of onions and strapped some engines to it. Yeah, I will fly Onion Man next time. Why not? The Zuga Challenge, and this is Bull's Roar. Cool. Let's fly Onion Man. Anyway, I was talking about KOTOR. I'm being slightly mind flooded. There. Look at the traction on this guy. Look at how ugly he is. Alrighty. And we can skip through this one because it's just Mongaza. Anyway, yeah, KOTOR. Storyline. I thought it was a lot better in the first one for a universe building perspective. The second one was very, I suppose you would say, edgy. It was quite a bit darker. And it was, well, as a standard Drew Karpyshyn story, because he's the guy who wrote both of them. I'm just going to focus and not die for a second. Yeah, Drew Karpyshyn wrote that, as he wrote the first one. And in the first one, it was a very, very, I guess, RPG-like story. It fit very well with an RPG game, and, you know, it's quasi-episodic. You hunt down, I suppose, different things on different planets and do all that sort of thing. In the second one, it had that element of, like, one overall objective per planet, but it branched quite a bit. And there were a lot of very stark cuts in the storyline, points of no return. In that way, it was quite a bit like Mass Effect, which ought to be the case because the first and part of the second one was also written, that is, by Drew Karpyshyn. So, if you don't know who this guy is, well, he wrote those. I don't know what other video games he's written, if any. He did some Star Wars books, back when Star Wars books were being written in the extended universe. I don't know if they still are, actually, to be fair. But before Disney bought it out, certainly in that age. There we go. So I guess that's what I have to say as regards to the story of that. In terms of game mechanics, the second one had, in some ways, a lot more going on. It's very obvious that it's the same game, because the same mechanics, the same inventory system and all that still apply. But, how can I put this? The balance felt a bit off. That was my impression. In the first one, you'd find, like, you know, these unique, holy shit, legendary items. And you're like, oh yeah, that's perfect, that's great. KOTOR 2, it felt like you were running into very powerful items at strange points in the game. But admittedly, this is my impressions having played it again like 3 years ago. I should go back and do it for running my mouth about KOTOR. I think, though, mostly, and this is alluding to my original point about the game, you know, it has a relatively controversial position within KOTOR because people usually disagree over whether or not it's good or not. I think it mostly comes down to the story, that it's very obscure and difficult to understand, and you really only understand it at the end. Which, that's not an uncommon, I suppose, literary theme. Harder for a kid to understand, and I was, I don't know, probably 12 when I played it. 12, 13, maybe. Definitely a lot darker of a story. The first one, I think, plausibly felt like George Lucas could have written it. The second one, definitely not. And maybe that's what makes the difference. Because obviously none of the games George Lucas wrote, or at least I think none of them he wrote. There's a story, and I don't know if it's true, but when the first The Force Unleashed game, and that was I think a GameCube era Star Wars game. I mentioned it before. I think it was GameCube era. Anyway, George Lucas was brought in and jokingly, half seriously asked if he wanted to provide a name for the main villain, and he said something. And again, you know, look up the story for yourself because I may be misremembering it. Something like Darth Stroyer or something. It was hilarious, like a hilariously bad name. And again, I don't know if the story is true, but George Lucas, it's definitely believable. I guess what you can say about George Lucas is it's either really, really good or really, really bad. Compare that to, I suppose, the modern Star Wars movies, the post-prequels. I guess you could... What? I don't know if I deserve that one. Come on. Oh god. I realized I was about to start talking about the modern Star Wars movies. I'm not allowed to do that, because even among people I know, I'm not... My opinions aren't well liked. That's fine. I'm not going to start a flame war about the present Star Wars videos. If I'm going to start a flame war about anything, it's KOTOR or other old Star Wars games. I should, speaking of old Star Wars games, I should really investigate whether X-Wing and TIE Fighter work, because its spiritual successor, X-Wing Alliance, doesn't. I mentioned it, X-Wing Alliance, that is, in the last video. Man, I really did try to make it work, and you'll have to take my word for it. It's really good, but the Steam version just doesn't run. At least it didn't run for me. Your mileage may vary. Speaking of old games, I've been doing a fair amount of them lately. Actually, the channel has been doing a fair amount of them lately. There's Sassy, who's doing all of... I guess all of his videos in the last month have been about... Holy shit, almost... Yep, deserved that one. Yeah, he's been doing it about Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun, which is very interesting to watch. I only ever played a little bit of it. The Command & Conquers I played were, I guess, Red Alert 2, Generals, and... Christ. Command & Conquer 3. Those were the ones I primarily played. And I had good fun with them. But Tib Sun, that appears to be a cut above. If you haven't watched them already, it's definitely worth watching. Because, like, it's got a lot of the problems of old RTS games. Wonky pathing and all that, but the missions are pretty creative, I have to say, and I don't know why I didn't die there. What else have I been playing lately? Oh yeah, how this actually started was I wanted to mention I've been playing Alpha Centauri, which is... Well, everybody and their mother is aware of the Sid Meier Civilization series. It was the Sid Meier company, or whether him or the development team, or whatever. It appears to be partially based on Civilization 2 in terms of its game and its components and everything, how it works. The engine is the proper way to put that. It looks like that, but it's you on an alien world. It's very hard to describe the series, or sorry, to describe the game, because it's so much more than any description I could give it. Again, if you haven't played it, I strongly recommend you play it despite its age. Alpha Centauri. I have no idea what Bulls Roar's pod racer looks like. Well, now I do. Well, that's something. That's onions, and it looks like moldy sausages are sticking out the back of them. Still, we may use it. Teemo. Team Topagles. The Baru Coast. I feel like this is Anakin's race. Nope. Nevaki! Yo! Yo! I'm gonna be excited to get his quote-unquote pod racer. Alright, let's find him. That guy whose name I just said, Bulls Roar. There we go. Holy Christ, is he fast! Okay, we have to do it. I mean, the boy is clearly very quick. Prepare for Crash City. Exposition.
Here we are, high above Barunda, in the capital city of Mayanitsa. Our host, the eminent High Priestess, Maya Fayad, has taken her place at the balcony.
Very cool. I didn't remember the name of this planet. Definitely remember this race. Oh man, that's a pixelated guy we're racing with. And Neva Key. Alright, buddy. I'm fast, and that's about all I can say. This should be fun. Oh dear God, is it fast? We're doing 560. We're doing a good 60 kph faster than the last guy. We are turning a lot worse. I'm actually cranking back on the throttle. Holy, that was a dumb idea. I will boost as soon as I'm confident that we can get away with it. Ooh, the beach. The beach section. You can boost on the beach. Oh, Christ. Oh! Cool. We're doing 900 in boost. My God. I remember these turns being a problem. But not this much of a problem. My God, we can't even make the turns. Have to haul it back to like 400 kph to make it. Looks like this is a shortcut of sorts. Cool, that actually makes it quite a bit easier. All you're going to hear for the rest of this race is the mechanical sounds of the engine smacking the floor. And then also the mechanical sounds of me smacking the walls. Alright, let's boost it. Get me there. No, let's not boost it. Well, that almost killed us. Alright. This seems like a boostable section. Yep, I would say so. Oh, Lord. Oh, the engine's gonna blow up. The engine's gonna blow up. Don't you warning me. Right, his repair speed is absolute trash. That'll learn me for not upgrading the repair function. It slows you down to repair, but I mean, we're already going so fast. It also limits your turning ability, and that's more serious, I would say. As you can see, we're still trying to repair the damage from like before we finished the lap. Oh, give me the boost! Didn't actually make the upper section there. Okay, repair me. We'll boost on the beach. Cool, we're good. Let's go. Come on, give me the boost. Yo, we're so fast. I am hauling back on the stick. This is crazy. Oh, I have picked the right racer for this. He says, only half joking, actually. This is good fun. Compare this with, say, Mario Kart from the era, or specifically Mario Kart 64. I mean, look, this is not me talking shit about Mario Kart 64, man. Until very recently, it was my favorite Mario Kart. And we almost died again. But, like, this is so much faster paced. Even 150cc is not this fast. Of course, there's no weapons, but who needs weapons when you're, like, dying every... or the threat of dying every 5 seconds. Oh, no. Hey, we've almost done it. We're almost repaired. We can't make that turn. Oh, that's a record. You know, the repairing and the damage is so bad that I think we would be able to run this faster with a slower character, if that makes sense. Oh, there's Gasgano bringing up the rear. I was trying to boost there and hitting the wrong button. Might be. Boost me! I don't think we would have cracked 1,000 on that one, but it wouldn't have been far off. Oh, please. We deserved that. My God. I'm having a lot of fun, man. A lot more fun than I thought I would be having. Again, I'll mention again what I said at the beginning of the last episode. Blork sent it to me as a lark, and I looked at it, and I would never have thought to do this myself, but what a hero. Sends me Pod Racer, and the first thing I ask him in Discord is, can I record this? He's told me yes. Absolutely. And a swift death to Bull's Roar again. Obviously, you might be thinking, is it possible to play this game and not crash? And my answer to you is theoretically yes. I am not the man to do it. At least not without a lot of practice. And very careful selection of pod. Look, my man. So this, I think, will be the only time we race with Bull's Roar. As funny as this is to me. See, now I'm even hauling back. I can't make that turn even if I haul back on the joystick to its maximum. Well, we learned a lot. And more importantly, we got Neva Key. So this is what I mean when I said his alleged pod racer. This is not a pod racer. This is kind of a conventional craft if you consider two massive engines and a pod conventional. Cool. Bumpy's Breakers. This is Arc Bumpy Roos's map. I don't even need to look. Change vehicle, that's fine. Oh, yeah, okay. See, again, this is not a pod racer. That being said, I feel I should mention, I'm not required in any way to mention this, but my heart makes me want to mention this. When I was a wee lad, when I was 7 or 8 years old, my dad, who bought the game for me, took one look at this racer and was like, that's my jam. So whenever he played it, he played as Neva Key. Yes, it was cool to have a dad who played pod racer. Which I imagine many a father and or mother did back in the day. I'm very happy that those bars do not physically exist. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little... Oh, cool. We're dead. And just like that, Neva Key was dead. He saw something cool. Well, this is hell. But it's not as much hell as Bull's Roar. As you can see, we're topping it out at around 504. 506 maybe. Bull's Roar was doing 60 more kilometers an hour than this guy. This would be absolutely impossible with him. Oh lord. I don't know how that didn't kill me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a case of me forgetting what the air brake button was. There's obviously a secondary path there. I don't know how you join it. I'll look out for it in a second. Second bloody lap. Oh, this looks good. I don't regret it. So this is what, the third race on Aquelius? I'm thinking. Probably the third. Yeah, because we had Bullseye Navior's race, which was the first in this section. And you're not going to fool me with this little cheatsy doodle turn. I'm getting it this time. Okay, that's very cool. Don't know why I thought that would be not a physical object, but obviously you can see I did not consider it to be real. That'll show me. Oh, what is this corner? You can't just throw that in a race. My god. That civil engineer is a murderer. I think I might try slowing down in some corners, which sounds like, you know, something obviously that only an idiot would say. And maybe you're right. But it seems to me that some of these corners really do merit it. Oh, it's a new lap record, is it? Well, I mean, it is the first time I erased it, so I guess by definition that is true. We're not taking a lot of damage either. That I've definitely noticed. Oh, we should have died there, actually, because I didn't pull back on the stick. The same thing that happened on the first lap, where I just plowed straight into the ledge, should have happened there had I not been boosting. I will keep that under advisement until I forget it by the next time I come around the track. Oh lord. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Nice. So you can tactically air brake turn. You're going to see a whole new level of skill on display here, if I can remember when to do it. Is this the turn? No, that's the turn. It's coming up though, I can feel it. Not long now. I really like using the damage to bring yourself out of boost. It's very handy. Don't close on me, doors. That's just a hazard, man. Alright, the time has come. Nope. Oh, there's a little path there. I'm very happy that there are other races on this map. I will take that little path again. Oh. Oh, this isn't even the third lap, so I can take it on the next lap. Sounds very fun. Oh, this is the one. Very cool. It's possible. But boy, does it cut your speed down. As I suppose it would. Alright, let's go. I want a nice clean lap record here. He's done it. When I finally die, I want somebody to play that at my funeral, so that they know that it was a new lap record. Although that's probably not the reading of that you would want. Oh, hey, I remembered that time. No, I don't want to get the speed record on life, and I definitely don't have that yet. And never will, come to think of it. Yee! I wonder if there's an active pod racer community right now. I mean, there's an active pretty much any old game community as far as I can tell, at least if the old game is good. I know for a fact that there is a large Age of Empires 2 community, and that game came out in the same year. Actually, no, it's a year older. Yeah, there's still a large community. How would you know? Because I sometimes watch streams, and I think we just got earthquaked on, but we were too fast for it. Are you going to try to earthquake me again? I didn't think so. Alright, so what do I have to remember? We're going to repair this. What I have to remember is that there's a super sneaky turn you can do. We're doing the sneaky route. There is a route even sneakier. So, cut her back, turn in. Oh, excuse me, sir. Okay. I guess you're supposed to turn left one more time. Well, that's pretty cool. And we are absolutely flogging these guys. That was a mistake. I'll own up to that one. I didn't brake. I boosted into it. But I'm just going for lap record now. Alright. We're going to boost it. We're going to get it as close to overheat as... Oh, well, that'll do it. Damn, we were 3 seconds off. Okay. I can handle that. And Arc Bumpy Roos's pod is like a hodgepodge, if I remember. Just an ugly array. Yep. Yeah. I always remembered this pod racer because I looked at it and was like, I know that's cool, but also that's really ugly. Ben Quadraneros. Haven't seen him on the scoreboard all that much.
Pod racer in the galaxy. Neva Key.
Well, that's us. Fastest pod racer in the galaxy. Down there, Arc Bumpy Roos, and over there, Ben Quadraneros. Looks like an overcooked whole chicken. And Ben looks like a moldy chicken nugget on legs. Happy about that. I can't skip this in case you're wondering. I'm not just drawing this out. So it's unlocked Abyss. Right. This is going to be the last race of the episode. We're doing Abyss. How could I not? And it's Bozzy Baranta's race. So, we're not going to do Neveki. I like Neveki, and that's a good reason not to race with him. If anything, I'd say he's somewhat overpowered. So we'll go to the front. Anakin, Teemo, Rats Terrell, Eladar. There he is, Arc Bumpy Roos. His repair is just awful. His cooling's pretty good, though. God damn it. I'll do it. Don't ever say that I wouldn't do it. Because I would do it. Alright, Mr. Baranta. It's time. Good lord. Well, I like... I like the little tail plane that this thing's got going. Oh, this is the race. This is the race. This is the race! Yep. This is the one. So this is the race where you want to stay on the upper portion for some reason. I can't remember why. No doubt it will become apparent very shortly. Yes, yeah, you get to go on a faster path. You don't have to go around this... Okay, that's very cool. Not what my reaction would be. He has really good screams, I gotta say. I'm in 10th? I probably deserve this. Yo, get out of my way, Gasgano, you piece of shit! Oh no. This is now the second time that I have wholly overestimated my capabilities. And perhaps underestimated the games. Gasgano, I thought I just passed you, my man. Oh lord. Oh lord. Okay. We're in some trouble now. Alright. We gotta leverage what we do have. And that's I'm so bad at this. Alright. Okay. Coming into the second lap. Oh, it's a new lap record, is it? Well, what a shitty record. Wow. Even with brakes, I couldn't make it. Okay. I severely underestimated this game. And the nonsense it would put me through. The absolute tomfoolery. Okay. I don't know about that one. It seems to me that there should be a railing there. What do I know? You know, I may have to restart this, looking at it, but I will play it to the I'm pretty sure there was a wall there. Alright, the salt is flowing, and I'm sorry. And that's Gasgano. Alright, Gasgano. Oh, it goes this way. Cool. Alright, we're gonna try to stay on the top. We're gonna try... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Nothing. Okay. Just... It's not going well. Gasgano, please. Gasgano, I beg you. Don't make me lose to Gasgano. Okay, full speed. Full speed. Full speed. If you can believe it, that lap actually went better than the previous one, which I'm not sure I do. Yeah, there's just no way that Bozzy Barantha is going to stay up there. It's just not happening. Well, puisque c'est comme ça, how about we do a little bit of boosting? I was overturning there, obviously. Alright, so this turn is the Great Satan. This turn is Jimmy Carter. But we made it. Yeah, okay, very cool. So, in case you're wondering, this one didn't. Okay, that wall doesn't exist either, actually. Okay. We can still not lose to Gasgano if we really try, though. Oh, what? There's a... Okay. Okay, I'm learning. I saw that. There was a little cheeky path there, wasn't there? And then this part up here has the Satan turn. That's the one. Oh, there he is. There's Gasgano. There you are, buddy. Evidently he knows something I don't. Actually, I would say he just stayed up top. That was how he did that. Oh, that's oh yeah, no, that's very cool. Right before the end. No, I didn't want to beat Gasgano. Please, I beg of you, don't make me lose to Gasgano. I beg of you, my son. Okay, we didn't lose to Gasgano. Okay, we're gonna have to try this one again. Let it never be said that I never did not a good thing. So, let's pick somebody who's got the turning. Not Gasgano. Somebody who's... And we need good air brake, actually. Oh, I'm looking at Nevaki. The problem is I said I would not race with Nevaki. Could Fud Sang be the answer? I mean, Slide Paramita is just good. Even though Bullseye Navior is objectively better. No, I have an idea. It's gonna have to be Little Annie. And we're going to the junkyard. I'm not happy about this. Oh, so it doesn't... Oh, very cool. So it appears to be a little bit randomized. Is that how this works? I don't know if I want more top speed right now. I definitely want acceleration. And traction. He's telling me I can't beat Sebulba, but to be fair, I've seen the film. And I do beat Sebulba. Okay. Let's go. Little Annie, redeem me. It's going to be a long episode. And I'm sorry for it. Just, you know, plug in the headset, grab a cup of coffee, work on something important. Well, I don't. Alright. So. Oh, he has the ability to stop himself. Little Annie. Excuse me, what? But it's okay. It's okay. First lap is learning. Bozzy, but okay. First lap is not learning. First lap is 100% serious. Yo. Yo. I'm scared. Yo! And it doesn't matter. The fear doesn't get to me. The fear is where... What, I'm in 12th? Oh, they all stay top path. You... Okay, the fear does get to me. The reality is the fear gets to me. But even... Okay, where's the secret path? Where's the secret garden path? Okay, he's found the secret garden path. It's Elan Mac. You gotta watch out for that guy. He may look like a chubby tomato, but he's got the moves where it counts. Whereas I very much do not. I love the fact that I am having a terrible time right now. It's not every game that makes me feel like a piece of trash. Oh, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to make it that way. But you did. Okay. It's not over. It's not over. For a certain segment of the population, we have reached the point where over is really what you want to be thinking about. But for me, it's not over. I'm going to stay up here. I'm not going to crash there. I'm not going to lose my mind at this turn, because I'm going to slow down, and I'm going to get rammed by Rats Terrell. But I'm going to the upper works. I've never seen this before. This is how the 1% lives. This is the 1% elitist highway. Get salvation! Okay, I found it. Elan Mack, he ran in there. I don't know why he did that. He's stuck. No, he made it. Elan Mack. Ben Quadraneros. Gaze at me. Look up at me. See the victor. You're going to be seeing a lot of me in the future. What is this snake path? What is this super secret snake? Okay. I forgot to boost there because I was mind flooded by the odds. The odds that you're not supposed to tell him. Sometimes you need to know the odds, though. The odds are what stops you from making stupid decisions like playing Abyss after completing the second circuit and not slowing down and not using your boost. Oh man, I forgot to use the air brake there. Scary times. Gotta pull up on the nose there so you don't... Oh, this is... No, okay. This is all 100% heart. 100% love. This is the part where little Annie, at the roughly midpoint of episode 1, does it for the team. Secured the love of a generation of young boys who want to grow up and then kill all the younglings so that the next generation of little boys isn't as cool as them. I mean, I suppose, given that it's 2019, there's something to be said for little girls also being able to watch Star Wars. Trouble is, game was rigged from the start. Yeah, that's fair. It may be a new lap record, but it's a new low for Anakin Skywalker Starfang. I'll be straight with you. I'm going the resinous route. I'm upgrading the vehicle. Oh, what? They got busted? Okay. This is a level of the game I wasn't even aware of, being a stupid child. We're still buying parts. Oh! Oh, it's not speed we need. It's not speed we need, man. Watto. Watto. Have we got the maximum acceleration? Oh, we got the control nozzle, eh? We're gonna need the control. Oh, we don't have that many truggets, dude. No, we should have no goddamn truggets, man. Okay. I'm willing to commit myself to do what has to be done. I will use the greasiest, no-skillest racers available. And it doesn't matter if I can't go to bed at night believing myself to be a good man, so long as we get it done. I'm sorry, Slide Parameter, you're just not good enough. I'm considering Navior. Neva Key, his turning is just not good enough. Clegg Holdfast. Gazgano does bolt. Does bolt. Oh, Mars Gua is actually quite good. I'm gonna say okay, it's Wan Sandage. We got to do Wan Sandage. This is one Onion Man that will not put tears in my eyes. Okay. Bozzy Baranta, I'm going to be on your ass this entire race. I'm going to give you something to cry about. Because this guy's air brakes, it's like I'm a goddamn Sopwith camel here. I'm dropping the speed. Bozzy Baranta, I'm going to stay with you this entire game. I'm going to grind you down. And at the end of it, there's going to be nothing left but grinded Baranta. I'm not even pushing forward. I'm not even boosting. We're on the 1% path. And that means we make it. And if we have to, we take the greasiest paths available. Nothing but perfection for my boy. My boy Onion Man. And I'll tell you what, if Onion Man holds it down, I'm committing to doing 3 additional races as Onion Man. Not because I like Onion Man, but because that's the respect we have to show him if he gets it done here. So if you're at this point in the video, this is where you make your predictions. This is where you type in the chat, Juan Sandage is gonna do it, or Juan Sandage is a piece of shit and so is Fangar. This is the point. This is where you draw the line in the sand. You get to really decide. Oh fuck! This is the this is the part where Fang throws it. No, this is the part where you get to decide the fate of Episode 1 Pod Racer and every pod that's ever raced. All right, we didn't get the 1%er path. We're gonna have to do the best 99%er run that there has ever been. I'm going to call on the necrophilic power of Bernie Sanders to bring me victory. You old bat! If you ever let me down again, I swear to God, I will take Elizabeth Warren and pump her so full of steroids that you will not win a single debate. She will become president, and you will become a forgotten image of a bygone time. I want to win this race. Okay, that one's not so serious. That one's not so bad. This is just Snake Path. Snake Path isn't for all the marbles. Bozzy Barantha, I'm gonna do unspeakable things to your family if you don't let me win this race. And if you don't believe me, just understand that I'm a man who's taken a good amount of medieval history. I know things you couldn't possibly desire to know. I will do everything in my power to destroy you. Oh no! Oh, this is bad. Okay. Bozzy Barantha. I've reached the state of pleading. If there is a god who does not favor Bozzy Barantha, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking like, come on, dude. You wouldn't leave out a 1%er. I mean a 99%er. Because the 1% is up there taking their gold-plated carriage rides to the bank. And the proletariat's in the trenches. And they're thinking, man, am I going to get beaten by Gasgano again? Am I getting tilted by a small man in a big pod? Ben Quadraneros? I got bad news for you, Ben. I've seen episode 1. I know what happens on Boon to Eve. You're not going to be happy. But it's I who's not happy right now. Oh, Christ. He actually made the snake path, but it doesn't matter anymore, does it? It doesn't matter. He's done some cool flippy-doos. But the fact of the matter is, the game was Baranted from the start. I didn't want it to be this way. I wanted to be able to end the episode. But again, like it's not even the case. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Alright, okay. Wan Sandage. In hindsight, it wasn't you. You weren't the one. I'm sorry, Wan. Oh, man. Don't make me do it. I'm gonna do it. How effed up is the pod? Very, very effed up. What? What is this? Repair? I don't care about repair. Air brake I definitely care
Back
about.
again, huh?
Oh, back again, huh? Watto.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come
Watto,
here, mess up my store. Hey!
I beg you, Watto. Watto, please.
You break, you buy, huh?
Give me what I need, and nobody has to die. I don't even have enough. Alright,
Have
Watto.
you seen my chance cube?
Watto, I have not seen the chance cube.
You banna pihota, Mindy.
Watto, I just want to win this race. Again, nobody needs to die. Alright. I've finally gone to the absolute final form of scummery. I'm playing as Nevaki. Now, it's important to remember when you're playing as Nevaki, he's not actually a pod racer. He's just a dipshit who somehow got past league regulations by not having, like, fucking cables and that sort of thing. I don't know how he did it, but I've heard rumors of his fallacial prowess. These are purely rumors, however. I assure you. Alright, Neva, my boy. My boy. Okay. So the sad reality is, if you want to have a chance at beating the Barantha man, you gotta race perfect. You gotta live your life like you were on the goddamn silver spoon, silver ticket Hollywood Tinseltown stage, and a lot of other words. No mistakes, no excuses, no retreats. You are now in the resinous cart. There's nothing more skillless than Nevaki, sorry dad. All I have to say is if I cannot win as Nevaki... I mean, this is getting posted, there's no doubt. I think I've been sitting here for this amount of time, I'm not going to post the video. Just know this is a period of introspection and Fang. I'm not talking to the audience anymore, I'm Bozzy Barantha. You were right on my ass this whole time. You get that resin wagon out of here. This is the only resinous wagon you need. Bozzy! Bozzy, what the f... I'm not having it. I'm in the 1%er lane still, though. I'll have you know at that little jump there, I was actually pulling up. I don't know why we exploded. George Lucas. Don't fail me, George. Alright. So far, so good. Now, you may have noticed, actually, Wan Sandage has better air brakes than Nevaki does. Maybe it's because I've been busting up this pod like it's nobody's business. Oh god, I was so scared. Alright. This is the second lap when we're still in the lead. We survived 2 crashes because, crash or no, we stayed on the 1% path. We have been supping at the trough of public expenditure. And for that reason alone, we have been able to secure for ourselves a lead that will be immediately compromised if we either A, fall off, or B, die. Alright, begin the arrow. Oh, you did this to me, brain. Okay. I am very, very concerned right now. Don't screw me. Don't screw me on this, brain. I'm going to need all of your mental faculties, which I suppose is my mental faculties, come to think of it, in order to defeat Bozzy Barantha, the man who, for most of my life, I was unaware of. Mostly, again, not because he didn't exist, but because my knowledge of him was severely lacking, owing to me not playing this game, this very old game. Alright, there's no friggin' time for niceties anymore. There's no friggin' time for niceties. We either beat Bozzy or we go home. Oh, that was dangerous. No, I beg you, Bozzy. Wait, we're in 4th? How did that happen? It hurts me so much. It hurts me. It hurts me so much. Alright, I'm going to end the episode right now. But I will have you know that I will return and defeat Bozzy Barantha, the bane of my existence. Catch you next time.